day, everyone. Glad you're back. Unless this is your first time, which I will say, welcome. Also, quickly, before we forget, subscribe, hit the bell. That's right. Those things will remind you when more great videos are coming your way by me. That's right. I'll wait a second while you do it. You do it. Okay, you did it. Fantastic. Let's get on to today's video. Lindsay Webster, the female goat of OCR, has decided to do Hyrox, the invitational event in Dallas, which we've been talking a lot about the last couple days. I'll put a link in the description so you can see the latest article about who else is going to be there. She hopped on. She wanted to tell us all about her reasonings, what she's thinking, and also introduce us to her new cat. Away we go.
Did you? Oh,
Well,
you didn't tell me that.
Well, we just had both of you on, actually.
When was the last time I was on? That was a while ago.
Just you? I feel like it's been a while. Like, I think, yeah, it's been a really long time.
It has been a little, yeah. I don't even remember the last time.
We need, come on, Lindsay, you need to shine.
Okay.
Don't let that guy be in your way.
Sitting in the background here.
Right?
I don't mind.
You're the female goat, Lindsay.
The female goat. Living with the male goat.
Living with the male, exactly.
Hey, guess what? My sister-in-law just had a baby today. So I'm now a double aunt, and now I am the aunt to a little baby girl and a little baby boy. So.
And you have a kitten.
And I have a kitten. Yeah. And a jealous Malamute. Ooh, is that Starbucks?
It sure is.
Oh,
are we afraid?
Upgraded.
Are we afraid of a mauling? I feel like we should be afraid of a mauling.
A mauling?
Sunto mauling that adorable kitten.
Oh, I thought I was picturing like EMAULING. I was like, I don't think this is a word that's in my vocabulary. No, they're best friends. Here one comes now. Hi, buddy. Hi. Are you gonna eat the cat? No. The other night, the cat, I guess, like wanted to stay warm. He's a clever kitty, so he like curled up in Sunto's like butt and tail fluffs because that's the warmest. It was really cute, and Sunto was like, "Yeah, here they are." So they're like good friends now, and Sunto just sort of like, I think wants to play with him, but he knows that he's like so small, he doesn't know how. But yeah, for the first 3 days, we basically had him on a leash because we were worried about mauling, the new word in my vocabulary.
Because didn't Sunto maul the chickens?
Sunto does maul the chickens, yes.
But he knows not to maul a kitten.
I guess so. I don't know if it's because he's really good about like if things have our scents on them, then he won't touch them. Like even as a puppy, like he never ate our shoes, or we have like balls to roll with all over the house, and he won't touch those ones even if they're lying on the ground, but he'll like touch his own. So I think if it like has our scent on it, he knows that it's not his type.
Interesting.
I don't know. Yeah.
And
we're still watching because this little guy's pretty small. Hi.
Oh my goodness, that is really cute. Oh.
He's only 5 weeks old, so we adopted him, and he basically like still needs. He's just off of being able to like eat formula and stuff, so now he can like consume normal kitty food. But yeah, we got him at the right time.
And his name is Cumulus?
Nimbus. It's a Harry Potter reference. Come on, Matt. Cumulus, like a cloud. He is kind of fluffy.
Lindsay, this may come as a surprise to you. Not a Harry Potter guy. I've seen one of them, I think. I've seen one of the Harry Potters.
It's funny how like polarized people are, because like, yeah, I posted about, I don't know, that we adopted him and his name and stuff, and like half the people are just like not a Harry Potter fan, and they're like adamant about it, and the other people are like, oh my god, love the name. So, but I'm a Harry Potter fan, and Ryan is, so that's all that matters, right? Didn't you know the Nimbus 2000's the fastest model yet? So the Nimbus like 2020 must be even faster.
I don't hate Harry Potter. I just not familiar with the references, right? Like I know there's like the Gryffindors and the Hufflepuffs, or like I know there's like factions, but I don't, not opposed to it. I just. Are
you a Hufflepuff?
Or a Slytherin?
You're not a Slytherin.
Which one do you think I am? Lindsay, which one am I?
I think you'd be a Hufflepuff.
Because why? What are the traits of a Hufflepuff?
They're very loyal friends.
Okay, I'm not
But
sure.
so, well, it's, I don't know, just so the traits of like a Gryffindor would be like, you'd be very brave. Um, and then a Slytherin, you're like kind of evil and like, I guess driven, but in a self-serving way.
Right. So
Um,
Ryan's like a Gryffindor then, right?
Ryan's a Gryffindor, probably. Yeah, he's
Right.
like brave and strong. And then what's the other one? Ravenclaw is like super smart.
Did you? He's also that though. Did you see? Have I asked
Yes.
you? Have I asked you how handsome he looked rowing that boat across the water?
What boat?
from the from the Amazon show.
Oh, yeah, he did look really, really very handsome
Like
after
you,
7 days of not showering.
you know, but that's normal for him. The 7 days without showering. You know that a lot of men have man crushes on your husband. You're familiar with that, right?
Yeah, of course. A lot of women too. I've had comments from ladies being like, "Oh my god, I'm sorry. I've been sending him messages for years. Didn't know you guys were married." Which makes me laugh really hard because there are still a lot of people out there that don't know that like him and I are together somehow. Like they're familiar with the names Lindsay Webster and Ryan Atkins, but they don't realize that we're like a duo.
Interesting. All right, let's get down to brass tacks. Enough of this kitten chatter.
Okay.
Lindsay Webster and kitten.
Yes. Hi, Matt.
Hey, Lindsay,
He's
how's it
crazy.
going?
Good. I mean, mildly distracted because there's a terror running around behind me. But yeah, I'm great.
So you go to Spartan games, you lift a few weights, and you're like, I can push some weight around. Bring on the Hyrox.
I can't push weight around. I'll have you know. Sorry, I'm back. Yeah, I don't know. Well, so I came into the Spartan Games like knowing that I wanted to try lifting heavier stuff, and I don't know. It was cool seeing people be really out of their elements in that race, and for me to try new things. So I was like, I don't know. One of my things this year was that I was gonna lift more heavy stuff, and so yeah, like E-Rock reached out and asked me if I wanted to do Hyrox, and I literally sat on it for like 2 weeks. The message was in my inbox, and I was like watching the Hyrox Worlds that Lauren Weeks won, and trying to like figure out if I would be able to survive. But I kept getting excited to train for it, and so I was like, you know what, whatever, I'll try it.
Well, people are saying, not to make this about Ryan, but people are like, oh, well, Ryan's never done wall balls before. I'm like, I'm pretty sure he can figure it out. Like
He's done TMX. TMX had wall balls, so
no, but I'm saying like it's not like he has to learn to fly fish. You know what I mean?
no.
It's like he's a guy who's not only very adept at things, but builds his own things whenever he needs to build a thing. So
Yeah,
like if his wall ball form isn't on point, he's got a good month to work on it. You know what I mean? Which is not a ton of time, but
6 weeks, Matt. 6 weeks. Yeah.
it just seems like, and I'm not saying he's going to win 100%, but I'm just saying that like, if you're going to pick anyone to pick this up the quickest and to do super well, it's Ryan Atkins.
Yeah, I think he'll do really well. And like, I don't know if people realize kind of how naturally strong he is too. Like he's I think he's like naturally built like a big guy. Like if he wanted to become a CrossFitter, and he could become Hunter's size in like a couple months easy. Like he puts on weight and muscle so easily. And it's like harder for him to stay like to be, I don't know, stay the size of an endurance athlete, I guess. But
right. And
he like
one of the hardest working athletes, and always gives it 110%. So there's Ryan. Lindsay, admittedly, right? You have a lot.
Sorry, my cat just fell off a shelf. He's a little derpy still, figuring out his coordination. Go on.
You do have a longer way to go.
Yes. Yeah, if people are like, oh, Ryan doesn't know how to do wall balls, watch me do wall balls. I don't know how to do wall ball. Yeah, they're not going to be saying anything about Ryan now. It's all going to be about Lindsay and how she's going to learn how to push a 225-pound sled. Oh my gosh. Like I did watch it, and those girls were like struggling pretty hard with the sled push. And if they were struggling, I'm like, how am I going to move that thing? I don't know. I have 6 weeks to learn. I like a challenge. Like I'm not, yeah. Anyway, I'm definitely not expecting to like come and win this thing, but I'm hoping not to get DFL, but I do think that it'll be really good training and injury prevention for like the rest of the running season. And I was kind of sitting on it and oscillating back and forth whether or not to do it, but we went for a run with our friend Sam, and he's on the Spartan Canada Pro team, but he's also like a strength coach. And
Samuel Hebert?
Sam Hebert, yeah, he talked me into it because he was like, you know what, if you're like excited to train for it and you want to try more lifting stuff, like now is the time of year to be doing that kind of stuff to like going into the season. It's gonna like make you strong, it'll make you fast further down the road, it'll help prevent injuries. So like, yeah, so like as a strength coach, now is when they program in the heavy stuff and the strength work and lots of it. So I was like, you know what, if I'm like excited to train for this thing, then I'll give it a try. Like I don't think I'm gonna win, but hopefully I won't come last, and at least I'm good at the running part. So if anything, it'll be good training.
Well, speaking of strength coaches, you're gonna have to compete against your strength coach.
I know. Yeah, it's kind of funny because I was like, oh, at least I have a strength coach. Like they can program me stuff that'll help get me ready for this. But then, and she will, like, yeah, so Faye's competing as well. But like, I feel bad about it because I know that she's not gonna, like, she's awesome. We've talked about this before. She's not gonna like sabotage my program or something to like, not like, she'll give me the best program that she can to help me do my best. But I just feel bad because like, you know, if Faye's gonna, like, Faye could beat me in this probably. Like if she's gonna beat me, it's gonna be in this event. So it just sort of like would suck for her to be like, oh, here's my main competition and I'm gonna train her for this event that I have to compete against her in. So I don't know, I'm gonna call her today and we'll talk. And I know, like, I'm probably just gonna say like, oh, if you don't want to give me a program, like I'll figure it it out.
She's
like,
gonna give you she's gonna give you a program. She's not gonna.
She's gonna give me a program. Yeah, I know that's exactly what she'll say. She'll be like, Lindsay, I don't care. Like, yeah. Yeah, I'm talking to Matt Davis. Oh. What's up? You could come take a video here real quick? Not right now. Are you doing a podcast? Yes. Oh. He wants me to come take a video of him.
Yeah. Tell him to set up on solo mode, dude.
Yeah, set up on solo mode, dude. He's got headphones on. He can't hear me. He'll figure it out.
I love that you said, I'm talking to Matt Davis, and he was like, come down here. And you're like, no, I'm doing a podcast. Like, oh, you're just randomly talking to Matt Davis otherwise. Like, I'm just talking to Matt.
Yeah, because we talk every day.
Exactly.
We should, though.
Totally.
Yeah. I'm not good at calling people. Like, I know Woodsy and Aaron and people like that. Like, Aaron will just like call us out of the blue all the time, but I'm so bad at calling people. So.
Well, in 2021, I almost said 2020, we have lost a lot of that art, right? It's a lot of texting. It's a lot of, like, even if you really like somebody, it's just texting almost feels a better way to connect in some ways, because there's a certain tone and you can make jokes, but then sometimes you do want to call. And there are people that I do just like, all right, I'm going to call them and leave a funny voicemail. If they call me back, great. If they don't, they don't. But
I would so much rather call people than text. I really don't like texting. I don't know. Like, but I'm still
Lindsay,
bad at it.
But Lindsay, let's talk about how we train for this event with Spartan Jacksonville just 1 week away from this really different kind of event called the Hyrox Invitational.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to try and train for both and not sacrifice like speed for strength. But I think the thing about Hyrox, like, everybody says it's so heavy, but like outside of the sled push, it's not like astronomically heavy. Like the lunges are 45 pounds. That's not heavy. Like, you're not doing like 130-pound lunges.
The push and the pull to me are what would slow anybody down.
Totally. Yeah. And if you watch it, like, I think Lauren Weeks was like 90 seconds behind after the sled pull. And she like made that time back up because she's a good runner. and she does well at the other exercises and stuff. But like, I think having a good endurance engine, like it's still an hour plus long event. So there is some endurance that comes into play too.
Well, if you put you and Faye next to each other, right?
Yeah.
Who's faster? Who's just the faster on a flat 5K runner of you two?
That would be Faye.
Right. So she's faster than you, right? So
she's stronger than me too. So.
She's also stronger than you as of today.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is that other than her, no one's close, right? She's going to be the fastest in that whole field, right?
MK Solander is going to be there.
Oh, that's right. MK is pretty fast.
I don't know if she's fast or not, but I know she's strong. I know she had the previous like world record time. So.
Well, all the girls have the strength, like that's why they're invited. So then it's how much distance can Lindsay put in the running to make up for the fact that she might take forever on the sled. That's kind of really where it's at, right? Or in some of the other things.
Yeah. I don't know what that is.
Jerry can carry.
Oh, the rower?
No, the jerry can carry. This is a rower.
Oh, they're not heavy though. The jerry cans that I have at home that I train with are heavier than the ones
that's what I'm saying. But like, but I'm thinking so the weighted lunge, the sandbag lunges, but then it's also, if you heard Hunter yesterday, there is a lot to be said for technique, right? So how is your ski erg and your rowing technique? Because that can cost you valuable seconds.
Yeah, ski erg is, I don't know, like I learned that technique before the Spartan Games. So yeah, I don't know, like I'm definitely not going to say I'm the best at it out there. And like muscle comes into play, like they're going to be able to do it faster than me just because they're stronger than me. Rower, like I used to row competitively, so I'm not worried. Like I know how to row.
I used to row competitively. Oh, hello. I'm Lindsay Webster.
That was like back in high school. So I mean, I know the technique. I don't probably have like the musculature anymore, but
right.
Yeah, the thing that I think is going to be hard is like, I saw that Faye, she's like back in the gym and has a gym to go to. The problem about where we live is like this little town surrounded by a whole bunch of other little towns, and there's like no gyms. Like the gym in our town has all the same equipment that we do at our home gym. So there's no point to me getting past there. Though there's one that's half an hour away. And it has like a sled push and wall balls and all the stuff we need. And of course, it's the only gym that's temporarily closed due to COVID, which I'm really pissed about. So we're going to be going to our friend Sam's house, Sam Hebert. And he lives like an hour and a half away in Montreal. So we'll just like go hang out with him once a week, I guess.
But why not? But why not just make the investment in the home gym? Because you guys like, you'll have it.
Well, yeah. So, okay. Have you seen outside? We don't live in Atlanta, Matt. Like, where am I going to do a sled push?
I assume you've got a barn you work out in? A covered barn?
No. We have our gym downstairs. We have a wall ball. We don't have like a skier. We don't have a rower. We don't have
a sled push. I don't mean to shame you, but that's what Mr. Atkins should have been doing this whole COVID time, is building the superior, like Rich Froning has his own freaking farm and a barn. Like you guys could have that.
Yeah.
Get sponsors to send you free shit. You can get Rogue to send you a bunch of equipment because you're always going to blow them up on social. Instead of just
I don't know. I've been looking for a barbell and a squat rack for a very long time, and I haven't managed to find anybody to send me a free one yet.
I'm doing one-arm pull-ups on my duodynamic, guys.
Right? You get Rogue and everybody to send you their free stuff and work out on their stuff.
I wish you had never started doing that voice, because now I can't stop hearing it.
I'm really sorry. You're married to the guy.
I know. I never noticed before that he had a funny voice until you pointed it out.
You never noticed it?
No, but you know what? His dad also has a funny voice. So now I like hear it in both of them, and I'm like, oh, it's totally hereditary.
Well, the really funny thing though is like on podcasts, because you just hear it and then it's really focused. But even on the TV things, but it's Lindsay. It's because he's so nonchalant. That's why I think it makes such a difference, is because no matter how hard the race is, he's just like,
I don't know, it's a pretty good time.
You know what I mean? I don't know. He's just so he's just so cash about it. That's what's so impressive. But That's why I said, to you guys when we talked last time, I think it was good that people saw the frustrated Ryan because they haven't seen that. They've only seen the very polished Ryan, and it was good to watch
We
him
had the funniest
kicking a rock.
conversation with Nathan. Yeah, Nathan Rackett. We were talking to him on the phone, like, I don't know, a couple weeks ago, and he was like, "Yeah, like there's a really funny clip in the episode that's about to come out. Like your eyes are like boring through me." And I laughed so hard because I was like, I know the exact look because Lindsay gets pissed off Ryan a lot, right? Like I've seen it, of course, we're married. But like the rest of the world hasn't. So I just like, as soon as he was frustrated, I was just like, oh no. I know this isn't the stompy Ryan. He gets this look and he gets this like stance.
Right. No, the first time I really saw it was in Greece because remember he kept missing the fucking spears in Greece.
Yeah. It's the eyes that say it all. Like
I went to interview him afterwards and he just was like not having it. And I was like, okay, let's talk later. We'll do this later.
He gets grumpy eyes. It's like the eyes are the aggressive part. Otherwise, you wouldn't really know that he's in a bad mood. But
no, because he's so sweet and lovable.
Yeah, exactly.
He's big, fluffy Ryan Atkins.
He's sweet and lovable. Look at these two. I told you they're besties.
Oh, we have to do a screenshot. Can you get on the other side and we'll do a screenshot of this?
Sure. Hold on.
Hang on. Get a screenshot of the cat and the dog together. This will be amazing.
Oh, he's purring at me. There we go.
I think I got it. Wait a minute. You started talking at the last second. Let me see if it worked. This is amazing. What's Cinto doing though? Where's Cinto's head? Let's do it one more time. Oh, there we go. Yeah, you got to get his whole head in there. You got to turn the camera sideways.
Yeah, I have to prop it up. I can't get it far enough away.
Oh my God, it's perfect.
Stay. You're taking it now, aren't you?
I can't with your arm in the way.
I can't see the kitty though. No, I don't know.
Just turn the thing side. Oh, there we go. Perfect. There you go. Or no, turn it sideways would be better because all I can see is his ear. Turn it sideways.
Oh.
There you go. There we go.
Yeah.
There we go. Now we're talking. Okay, perfect. Hurry up. Get back.
Me?
No, put the phone down and then it won't be your arm in the way. I know we're
Oh,
doing a lot to do this, but
okay. Well, it's going to have to go all the way back here.
that's fine. We can zoom. Oh my God, it was amazing. I think we got the money shot.
We're such posers.
I know. I love it.
My matching animals and I.
Oh my God, it was amazing.
Are you frozen?
Am I frozen?
No, you're not. You're just okay.
No, I was trying to find that screenshot because it's so amazing. Well, I hope these events happen. I have a high percentage Dallas Hyrox and a high percentage Florida. I have no idea why Spartan is pushing up against this San Luis Obispo in April business because California is not going to open.
Yeah.
But am I allowed to ask you about your border situation, or should we just not talk about that?
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like people are so over COVID. They're just like, I don't care. They hear something COVID. Okay, scroll past. No, but no, our border's still closed. So we'll probably cross, like you can fly across the border. So we'll fly just like we did for Spartan Games. Yeah, we'll fly to Dallas, do Hyrox, and we'll like just stay in the US, probably in Dallas in between.
You could, dude,
luckily,
you could come to Atlanta for a day even. You could come visit the house.
Is it close?
No, but I mean, like if you're in Dallas and then move across to Atlanta and then Florida. See, Florida's the next state down from Georgia.
Right. I don't know. Yeah, possibly.
No, I was being
sarcastic. I don't know if we're going to drive between the events, fly, or
you'll probably fly. If you drove, you could totally stop in. You'd be basically going right by my house, but you're going to fly, so don't worry about it.
Oh, I don't know whether we'll stay in Dallas or Florida. Both are like states that Ryan and I are not excited about. We like parts of Texas, but not Dallas.
Right. It was almost World's Toughest Mudder this year, or 2020.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, and then we'll have to come home after in quarantine for 2 weeks. So boo. But I don't know. I'm stoked to do some events and stuff after like our whole year off. So think it'll be worth it.
All right. Well, thanks for hopping on this morning.
Yeah. Wish me luck.
Thanks so much for watching. And remember to blah, 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 and blah, and it'll mean the world to me. Also, if you're new to this place, we got so much content. We've got podcasts. We've got an Instagram channel. We've got a fantastic website. I will put all those links below. So stay tuned here if you want to learn a lot more about Hyrox, about DecaFit, about Spartan Race, and so much more. I love you. I miss you. I mean it. I've got to run. That's my tagline.